I'm here at Rush Cutters with Lance Brooks, founding director of Brooks Community Consultants. Lance, thanks for talking to me today.
Thanks, John. Nice to have a chat.
Lance, just tell me a little bit about BCC and why it started and what projects it's working on at the moment.
Brooks Community Consulting, that's what we call it, started with the whole idea of basically about engaging people. I've been involved with a charity, setting up a charity called Communities for Communities, been very successful. And some of the learnings in that are really replicable in business. And it's simply about bringing people together in different places and different situations and connecting with each other. And it's working very well in a whole different range of jobs that we're currently working on.
Yep. And what are some of those jobs that you've kind of been working on the past 12 months? And are there any new projects that are kind of coming online at the moment?
Yeah, one of the most exciting jobs that, probably the job that I've actually enjoyed doing most in my entire life is a PPP with state government, New South Wales, housing, and Pace, a developer, and out in the Riverwood area. And it's been a very exciting renewal. It's very innovative. In fact, I'm pretty sure it'll be submitted as one of the social housing and innovation strategies coming up with the state government. Basically, it's about a developer's gone into a housing estate, 1,000+ dwellings. It's taking 15% of the site, replacing with new stock, going from low density to medium density, and allowing the developer to fund the whole process by building private. So it's also going to work as a social renewal. It'll be blending the community, and we've been basically on the ground a year and a half before that even happened. There's obviously bring a lot of change into the community, and we're really, I suppose, as being placemakers, but really about helping that social change, and part of being there, being a listener to the community, being with the people, taking them on the journey, and that's been an extraordinarily rewarding, worthwhile, and it's been really exciting to see it actually now the stage it is now, and to see all the positive benefits it's had on the community.
Yeah, and what are some of those initiatives? I know that BCC, you guys have been working with the school and you've been doing heaps of stuff kind of not just with locals but with institutions as well. What are some kind of initiatives that you've been working on there on the ground?
Yeah, well, part of our sort of whole concept of strategy is really about finding who's in a community, who's active, who's working, and then just going basically seeing people and seeing, okay, how can we innovatively connect together to bring a reward to the community, and for everybody, So, school garden, community gardens are such a huge, benefit, and magnificent program down there. We work with the PNCs, we sponsor events, we run events with the local school, local community centre. We work in partnership with the local housing manager, St George Community Housing, New South Wales Housing. It's about immersing completely into the community, and really just becoming part of it. And full credit to Pace, who have really invested in it. I mean, without their probably belief, insight, capacity to want to make a difference, not only just with the physical structure, but also with the social and the people side of things.
Do you see that kind of happening more with developers, that they're investing in these community programs?
Look, we're starting to get more and more interest, and we've certainly picked up other clients that are really looking at a much bigger picture. And the old thing is just delivering the building, delivering the infrastructure for that building. Now I suppose the more effective, to create a greater effectiveness in that company's development, it's really about connecting the people. Because at the end of the day, we're building places for people to live in. And so the more that people, when they bring people to a new community, they buy a house, they buy an apartment, to find that the connections for them, to prepare packs which show them where the local cafes are, the local schools are, the local clubs are, to create social events that when they first come in, just little simple get-togethers, that makes that initial changing, that moving into a new community, a really enriching one.
Yeah, a little bit of a random question, but do you have, say, 3 tips for how you build community in Sydney or around Australia?
One of the interesting things, John, I was saying this to you a little while before we have coffee, there's incredible similarity in the experience of connection with people. We were talking about a project we're doing in a small village in Indonesia, to a housing commission estate, to a socially, in the eastern suburbs.
Yeah.
There's a
Advantage.
very there's such an extraordinary similarity. We think there's not. The reality is we're very similar. Most important thing in community, and I think probably in life, is to listen. We forget to listen. Quite often I'm guilty of it too. We march in thinking, oh yeah, we know what to do, but listening allows us to see the opportunities. So 3 points, I'd go listen, listen, and listen.
Yeah, nice.
You know,
Yeah.
and to be quite honest, I think because that allows you to be responsive. That allows you to bring something to the story. It's not about delivering; it's about supporting, and it's about supporting and understanding what the needs are from the local people.
Yeah. We're getting close to Christmas and the New Year. What's in store for BCC in 2015?
I'd like to think more of what we're doing, and I really was also, we were talking before, I'd like to see, this delivery of this community connection and engagement to become a standard, but also to see there's a business return on it.
Yeah, great.
At the moment, it's been, people are, generally thinking, what do we get for the bottom line? There's a huge, big plus on bottom line if people invest in community properly.
Yeah, nice one. Well, Lance, thanks for talking to me, and all the best for 2015.
Thanks, John. Pleasure.